What does life actually look like when you control the apps used by billions of people every single day? Because Mark Zuckerberg isn't just another billionaire, he's a man behind a digital empire that quietly controls modern communication itself: Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Threads, apps used by almost half the planet. And while most people imagine billionaires living loud, flashy lifestyles, Mark Zuckerberg's world is strangely different, quiet, calculated, almost robotic, but behind that calm personality is one of the most powerful people alive. And once you see how he really lives, spends money, and operates behind the scenes, you'll understand why Meta became a trillion-dollar machine. But before the private jets and billion-dollar acquisitions, Mark Zuckerberg was just a skinny college student at Harvard, a coding genius obsessed with building things on computers. He wasn't the loudest person in the room. He was a celebrity, and nobody thought he'd become one of the richest humans on Earth. Then in 2004, everything changed inside a Harvard dorm room. Zuckerberg launched Facebook at first. It was just a small social network for students. But what happened next completely changed the internet forever. The platform exploded. College campuses everywhere wanted access, then high schools and businesses, then the entire world. And suddenly Mark Zuckerberg wasn't just building a website anymore. He was building the future of human communication. And that future made him unbelievably rich today. Zuckerberg's net worth sits in the billions, but unlike many billionaires, he rarely shows off. You don't constantly see him surrounded by luxury parties or celebrity drama. In fact, his lifestyle often looks surprisingly simple: gray shirts, minimalist routines, private family life. But don't let that fool you, because behind the simplicity is insane wealth. Zuckerberg owns multiple massive properties across the United States, including luxurious homes in California and Hawaii worth hundreds of millions combined. And his Hawaii property especially shocked people. Why? Because reports revealed he was quietly expanding huge amount of land around the island. Some estimates suggest the property spans hundreds of acres. Private beaches, security systems, luxury compounds. It's less like a vacation home and more like a private kingdom. But real estate is only the beginning, because Zuckerberg spends heavily on the one thing billionaires value most: control. Meta has acquired companies worth billions to dominate the tech world: Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus VR. At the time, many people thought those purchases were overpriced. Now they look genius, especially Instagram, because that single acquisition helped Meta dominate social media for another decade. But Zuckerberg's biggest obsession today, maybe even bigger than social media itself: artificial intelligence and the metaverse. In fact, Zuckerberg has spent billions trying to build a digital future where people work, socialize, and live online through virtual reality. That's why Facebook even changed its name to Meta. Most people thought the move was crazy, some still do, but Zuckerberg is betting that the next version of the internet won't be on phone screens. It'll be immersive digital worlds, and he's willing to risk billions to own that future first. That's the mindset that separates him from normal CEOs. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't think in years. He thinks in decades, and whether people love him or hate him, that mentality helped turn Meta into one of the most powerful companies on earth. But his life isn't only business. Zuckerberg is also known for intense personal habits and routines. He studies aggressively, trains in martial arts, practices discipline constantly. In recent years, people were shocked seeing him compete in jiu-jitsu tournaments and extreme fitness training, because beneath the quiet tech image, there's a highly competitive side most people never expected. And maybe that's a real reason Zuckerberg became so successful. He's obsessed with optimization, optimizing platforms, optimizing business, optimizing time, even optimizing himself. And that obsession created one of the largest digital empires in history. But here's the scary part: Meta's influence keeps growing. Billions of people wake up and instantly open apps. Zuckerberg controls entire businesses, depend on his platforms. Creators build careers on his algorithms. Governments even monitor Meta's decisions closely. That's not normal billionaire influence. That's infrastructure level power. And whether the future becomes AI, virtual reality, or something even bigger, Mark Zuckerberg plans to be at the center of it, which means this story is far from over. Because while most billionaires build companies, Mark Zuckerberg helped build the digital world people live inside every day. And that may be the most powerful empire of all. So the next time you open Instagram or WhatsApp, remember this: you're not just using an app, you're stepping inside Zuckerberg's world. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more deep dives into the lives, wealth, and empires of the world's most powerful billionaires.